Hello, Madam Shashi, and hello, my fellow friends. Today, for the group presentation, our team we have decided to do a project presentation on Maybank. My name is Vijendran Maniam, and I'm an electrical engineer and currently holding a position of manager in my organization. As my part, I'll be presenting about introduction. Introduction of Maybank. Today, I will be presenting about the type of services that Maybank offers, market transformation of Maybank, and the strategic expansion. Banking sector in Malaysia became key pillars towards the nation's economy, act as a part of central role in helping financial intermediation, promoting upswing in economy and supporting various economic actions. Since independence gained in 1957, Malaysia witnesses significant developments in the banking sector. Banking sector characterized by robust framework, technological advancement, and increasing globalization. Founder of Maybank. Maybank, formerly known as Malayan Banking Berhad, was started by business magnate Tan Sri Pu Tek Puat in the year 1960. Maybank was listed as one of the largest companies by market capitalization in the year 1962's Bursa Malaysia. Maybank was also a leading financial institution not only in Malaysia but in the entire Southeast Asia region. Maybank's assets exceeding a total of USD 183 billion and a net profit of USD 1.92 billion in the year 2014. Maybank was primarily focusing on traditional banking services such as savings, loan, and trade finance. Because of these services, Maybank quickly gained prominence and became a key player in Maybank's banking sector. The rapid growth that was achieved by Maybank through the expansion of its business in 3 years led to more than 150 branches to be opened. Since its establishment, Maybank became a foundation in the Malaysian banking sector and also a trusted financial partner. Maybank services. Retail banking. As a retail bank, Maybank offers savings account, current accounts, fixed deposit loans, mortgages, and credit cards. Corporate banking. Maybank provides extensive corporate banking solutions, for instance, cash management, corporate lending, trade finance, and advisory assistance to businesses of all sizes. Investment banking. Maybank provides investment banking services which involves capital markets merger and acquisitions, corporate finance solution, and security brokerage. Islamic banking. Recognizing the growing demand for Sharia-compliant financial products, Maybank offers Islamic banking services such as Islamic deposits, financing, investment solution, and takaful. Asset management. Maybank Asset Management Group provides investment management services involving mutual funds, flexible portfolio management, private equity funds, and other investment products. Insurance. Maybank offers a range of insurance products covering life, general, and takaful, providing comprehensive protection for individuals and businesses. Market transformation. Ability to adapt to the changing needs of the market. Retail banking solution to meet everyday banking needs. Corporate banking service that cater to the demands of individual and corporate businesses. Maybank also was one of the pioneers in digital banking, using technology to enhance its services, such as digital platform, Maybank to You, Maybank QR, cyber security, and much more. Maybank also is responsible for corporate social, involving in positive change in the area of education, community development, environmental sustainability, and health. That's all from my side, and I'll pass to my fellow friend on his presentation. Thank you.
Hello, Doctor and my fellow friends. Let me introduce myself first before I start the presentation. Myself, Hari Vishwanath Nyanamurthy, son of Jagan Mohan, working as an immigration officer in Kedah. Okay. Today I'm going to present the management issues facing by Maybank. I've choose 4 points for today's presentation. Those points are: number 1, poor leadership management; number 2, COVID-19 MCO; number 3, managing conflicts; and number 4, market competition and foreign exchange risk. Okay. My first point is poor leadership management. Okay, what issues are they facing under this point are failure to embrace flexible working hours. Example, leaders do not trust their employees to be as productive as at home as they do in the office. Fail to put wellness of employees as priority. Employees are forced to hit the target sales which are too high, and this causes burnout, anxiety and depression. Number 3, lack of workforce development. Maybank has failed miserably to address the low-level management employees such as clerk, bank tellers, receptionists, and customer service to develop a career program for them. This causes the employees to experience dissatisfaction and a sense of being neglected, which has led to a greater possibility of them seeking other career advancements and increased staff turnover. Second point is COVID-19 Movement Control Order MCO. Okay. OPR interest rate has been cut down. Example, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) has significantly reduced the interest rate OPR, leading to a negative impact on the bank's interest. When the interest rate is low, bank will experience a decrease in deposits since the low rate of return is not appealing those who want to save their money in bank saving account. Deferment period announced by Bank Negara Malaysia. BNM also announced all banks to automatically offer a deferment of all financing payments for a period of 6 months. This impacted Maybank's revenues to drop and that their own credit rating to be downgraded. This might cause customers' confidence in Maybank to be affected, and this trigger liquidity stress and will surely jeopardize depositors' interest when the earnings are affected. Third point is managing conflicts. Employees are not satisfied with the wages and bonus paid. A significant number of employees express their dissatisfaction with the amount of salaries being paid, perceiving them as inadequate as they were doing too much work which required much money. Poor treatment of Maybank contract staff. The managers are being disrespectful towards them and ignoring their complaints regarding workload assignment and the wages paid. Favoritism by the management towards employees. The top leaders in Maybank organization demonstrate favor towards other employees that they like due to personal bond or friendship and not because of their job performance. This leads to the employees lose their motivation, lose respect towards their bosses, and may be less willing to follow their direction, thus creating toxic work environment. Next point is diverse workforce. Maybank have internal conflicts among its employees as they are from diverse ethnic and racial origins, which can lead to negative impacts, prejudice, and interpersonal conflicts. My last point is market competition and foreign exchange risk. Competitors are going for aggressive and strong branding. Customers prefer choosing other banks as compared to Maybank to deposit their money in fixed deposit. This is due to the lower rate given by Maybank as compared to their competitors, which are relatively higher. For an example, Bank and Maybank Islam each offers 5.88 and 5.50 per annum, but Maybank only offers 2.7 per annum. Foreign exchange risk. Maybank Malaysia forced May, sorry, Maybank Malaysia faced foreign exchange risk in Singapore due to the depreciation of ringgit. Malaysia, the ringgit has fallen sharply against the Singapore dollar, and this is because of the weak Malaysian economic condition. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi, myself Durga, and I'm going to talk about Maybank's SWOT analysis, which is strength, weakness, and opportunities and threat. So, one of the Maybank's strength focuses on the key aspect of its business that give it a competitive advantage in the market. A brand's strength include its financial position, experienced workforce, and product uniqueness and intangible asset such as a brand value. So, Maybank is one of a leading regional market, and it has the largest bank in Malaysia in terms of numbers of branches across the globe and in Asia Pacific region. So, as I said, it's one of the largest in Malaysia in terms of number of branches, with approximately 384 domestic branches and 190 international branches and offices. So, it is also a largest listed companies in the Malaysia Stock Exchange, Bursa Malaysia, with market capitalization of over 54 billion, which is USD 22 billion as end of March 2011. Maybank is also has a customer of base more than 21 million, and it also has presence in 17 countries across the globe. One of the Maybank's strength is its user-friendly website, which is everyone well aware, which is www.maybank2u.com and .my. So I would say Maybank is one of the pioneer to launch their user-friendly website as its first, and also one of the main reason that I would say, for Maybank to be this large is it's mainly because the first instant international money which transfers service owned by Malaysian bank available through Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Brunei, Philippines, and Cambodia, Vietnam, and Pakistan. So its product line diversification from loans, financing, deposit, insurance to investment banks, over 100% increase in sales performance and branches increased product penetration in Maybank's corporate client product portfolio. So, the second thing I would like to talk about is the weakness. A brand's weakness, a specific aspect of its business that it can improve to further strengthen its position. So, certain weakness can be defined as characteristic that the company lacks or in which competitors excel. So much of banking operation are focused in and around Malaysia and Singapore, hence very limited global penetration. Much of the revenue comes from retail banking and Islamic banking. Less revenue comes from the other offering. So that's one of the major part I would say. And banking operation are focused in and around Malaysia and Singapore. So as they are think that it would be a largest market for them to be focused on, and there's no continental evaluation and updating of human resource practice and policies. So Maybank has a reputation for new product and development and creativity. However, they remain vulnerable to the possibility that their innovation may be weakened over time due to the homogeneous products served. So Maybank has a strong presence in Malaysia as they need to look for a portfolio of other countries in order to spread business risk. So, the third thing I would like to talk about the opportunities. Um, Opportunities for any brand to improve its business can include areas of improvement, geographic expansion, product improvements, improved communication, and other opportunities that may exist for a brand. So, Maybank is a growing global Islamic finance market as a Maybank Islamic Berhad, on track to record 1 million RM 1 million in pre-tax profit for 2012, wider regional Islamic finance market to Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei, China, and the Philippines and the Middle East, and business expansion. So Maybank can explore and exploit serviced sized up as its growth potential assess in the profile with strategic restructuring. So that would be one of the opportunities when the strategic restructuring they can be focused more on that, and a high opportunity to grow in investment banking in Hong Kong, and also the growth in internet banking will increase the customer base. So this is the opportunities I think Maybank should be considered, and then they should be developed in further in the near future. Lastly, on the threat. So, threat to any business can be factors that can have a negative impact on its operation. Some threat include increased competitor activity, changing government policies, and alternative product or services, and so on. Maybank current microeconomic scenario across the globe affecting the bank, and whereas Maybank does also have principal competitors across the Southeast Asia. The change in economic policies in Southeast Asian countries will have significant impact on the bank. So, and also they have principle of competitors. I would say maybe RHB, I would say Hong Leong, maybe Bank Islam, so and so on. So, and also the changes in economic policies in Southeast Asian countries could be a major part of threat. So that is it from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Sashi. My name is Davandrika Shiryawaki, and today I'm going to be presenting about the pestle analysis of Maybank. So, pestle analysis is a tool where it helps to evaluate and monitor the macro environmental factor that impacts a business or the industry that it operates in. Apart from that, it also helps for strategic decision making or how how a company wants to position themselves into the market, then they can just use this analysis. So PESTEL stands for politic, economic, social, technology, legal, and environmental. So first we have political factor. So actually political factor have an influence over all of the other factors in PESTEL. Relating to Maybank, there's sorry, before that, some example of political factor includes tax, internal trade laws, governmental dynamic, internal politic bias, and so on. Okay, so relating to Maybank, there's two initiatives, two issues. First is Cukai Makmur, which is a prosperity tax implemented during the budget 2022. So it was actually initially for to help recover from the COVID-19 impact, for the economy to recover from COVID-19 impact, but it actually had a negative impact for many where their retained earning declined and turned into negative. As for GE15, the 15th general election had an impact on tax. Like for tax, it kind of had a benefit impact as there was tax breaks and reductions. However, there was also political uncertainty during the election, which then led to increased credit risk and lesser demand for financial services. Moving on to economic factors. So economic factors includes GDP, interest rate, currency exchange, and then salary levels and so on. So we have two. First is the overnight policy rate, which is a rate set by Bank Negara Malaysia. Okay, it is actually a rate used by commercial banks such as Maybank, where they do overnight lending and borrowing among themselves in order to maintain a certain rate, which is actually very beneficial for the economy. Fluctuations in this rate actually have a huge impact, not only on the economy but also in the interest rate within various industries. Moving on to economic growth fluctuation, maybe anticipated that there would be a 4.4 percentage of growth outcast in GDP, which was actually driven by public spending, infrastructure, private investment, and so on. So this, however, might have a positive and negative impact on Maybank given the dynamic economic environment. Moving on to social factor. Social factor includes demography, cultural norms, what else? Such things. So Maybank had two initiatives. First is sustainable finance, where they target to achieve by 2025. It is actually an initiative where they plan to apply ESG standards, which is environmental, social, and governance standard to all of their services, such as investing, consulting, lending, and all of the associated services. And then they also have social impact deposit, where users can put a fixed deposit, and at the same time they could also fund for victims of COVID-19 impact. So these initiatives show how much Maybank want to be support sustainable development as well as social demands. Moving on to technological factor. So technological factor includes anything that goes with digital, given the current era of how we all are living with digital right now. So Maybank have a MAE application, which is their online digital wallet, where we can do day-to-day transaction through our phone. And right now there's also, you can go to ATM without a bank card and do cashless cashless withdrawal, cardless withdrawal. Apart from just being a digital wallet, it also helps to plan lifestyle and help to set goals and so on. And for technological factor, there's also Maybank also leveraged on AI for investment platform, where they collaborate with the UK-based artificial intelligence company in order to create a personalized investment portfolio for each of their users, which is both um, which saves both time and resources. And then this shows how Maybank wants to be very technological savvy, and also keep up to date with the current world. And then for legal factor, there's Sharia compliant and code of ethics. So first, for code of ethics, um, given that Maybank operates in different country, they obviously have to keep their code of ethics up to date. And also, uh, one of the ethics is each of the employee in the Maybank branch have to adhere to the law of certain countries that they operate in. So meaning that Singapore Maybank and Malaysia Maybank may have different ethics and laws and regulations. And apart from that, legal include user right uh, as well. So when we see the terms and condition, Maybank make sure that all of their users adhere to their terms and condition, which is uh, directly related to the Malaysian law. And then we have Sharia compliant. So Sharia law is not actually a must, like not actually a law, but still having a Sharia compliant investments or Sharia compliant product is very beneficial, given that there's Islam Islam people who have certain limitations. And lastly, we have environmental factor, where Maybank aim to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. So to do so, they actually had a collaboration with Gentari, a clean renewable solution company. So they aim to keep the environment. They aim to use more renewable energy, as well as be more having more ecological transportation. So overall, we can see Maybank's dedication towards keeping the economy, environmental safe, and to be a better place, as well as in terms of social demands and so on. That's all from me. Thank you.
Very good afternoon, everyone, especially the Madam Sasi. So for now, I am Shifa. I'll be presenting about the proposed recommendations for the organization to overcome the issues that has arisen in the company that we have already chosen. I mean, my group, which is the Maybank's Remember High. So we have identified few issues that has arisen in this company. Let me just share with you. Right. So as you can see on the screen now, there are few points that we have highlighted. So we are addressing these issues based on the I will address the recommendation of strategies to overcome these issues, and these are the issues that is actually highlighted by my other team member. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first point, which is the poor leadership management. So in this point, we found that the beginning of the, I'll say, not say a downfall, but the yeah, the somehow it's like a downfall of this Maybank's Height. It actually leads from the poor leadership management. So for this point, we have already discussed and we found that these can actually be improved through the leadership skills. And how to do that is basically maybe the management can actually organize the leadership training programs for the managers to enhance their communication, decision making, and conflict resolution skills. From here, we believe that this will help to create a more supportive and inclusive work environment in among Maybank staff. This program basically will also contribute into the creation of more supportive and inclusive work environment, and also indirectly, not say indirectly, it actually can create a way to foster a better teamwork as well as the employee satisfaction and overall organization growth will also increase due to this point, because their skills have been upgraded, which is like upskilling, and we all know that basically these leadership skills are very very important, like a virtue of every team member, especially the manager level, to basically overcome their how say their staff issues or whatever arise in the company's organization. Next is we found that by creating a flexible working hours is also important in order to to overcome this poor leadership management. Why is that so? This is because we believe that this can actually, the organization can significantly contribute to improving the work-life balance of its staff members. This balance is crucial for maintaining a healthy and harmonious relationship between an individual professionals and their personal life. We strongly believe that when employee feels that their personal needs are being considered and accommodated by the company, they tend to experience higher levels of satisfaction and motivation at work. This will actually drive them to perform better at their workplace and actually improve their performance as well as the company growth. So yeah, this basically, it could be a small matter to others, but basically it can actually give a huge impact to the company's growth as well. Right. So the next point that we would like to highlight on these issues, I mean the strategies to overcome this issue, is the employee wellness and workforce development. Okay. This employee wellness basically is very important as well, because this can actually contribute to overcoming issues such as the health issues, and then emotionally as well as emotionally as well as the mentally affected. So by incorporating initiatives which actually focus on mental health, fitness, and stress management, the organization can actually prioritize the overall well-being of the workforce. So in the end, at the end of the day, this can actually lead to increased job satisfaction, productivity, and employee retention. So things that basically the management can look into seriously basically are actually like mental health support, and also the fitness challenges by creating something like a competition or offering incentive this can basically boost their overall health and well-being. So this can in despite of like encouraging them to live a healthy lifestyle. And then, not forgotten, the stress management workshop. This is also very, very important, as we know that the banking line is not an easy industry. They have like a tendency of having a stress at their workplace. So in this workshop, they can actually learn on how to manage the stress effectively, and also they can basically learn on how to manage their workload and maintain a healthy work-life balance. And then, based on that also, we found that a workforce development plan, basically a dedicated workforce development plan, ensures that employees have access to regular training session and career growth. So this is basically like a system, so that the employee can actually improve their skills, knowledge, and expertise. Maybe you have ever heard about like training needs analysis. So that from that development plan, uh, uh, that could actually drive them to be like more consistent, to actually perform and increase their productivity at the workplace. All right. So that is the housing recommendation that we like to suggest for this point of view, which is the poor leadership management. Next is about the COVID-19 movement control order and its impact. So for this, I believe that I think not only Maybank, most of the companies and especially all the big entities, they had a huge problem after the COVID-19, post-COVID. So the impact is quite significant in the industry, and so does for Maybank. So we have found out that there's few issues that we may overcome basically, and this actually has we found it that Maybank has strongly effectively implemented it as well. But still that we wanted to address this in our discussion today. So as we all know, that Maybank can successfully implement the following strategy, which is to allow the bank to adapt its financial strategies and better serve its customers, as well as maintaining a competitive edge in the market. Effective communication with customers and stakeholders will ensure transparency and help build trust in the bank's commitment to support its client during challenging economic times. Hence, we have come up with few points, which is, as you can see on the slides, I have actually pointed it out they have actually evaluated their financial implications by identifying potential risks and opportunities that may arise from these changes. This is very, very important because, as I mentioned just now, it has given a significant changes to Maybank to have a look into these issues, basically from their operation side. And then other than that, we also found that they have reviewed their existing loan and deposit product. So based on the evaluation, Maybank should have reviewed its existing loan and deposit products to determine if any adjustment are necessary and needed, which may involve assessing the competitiveness of the interest rates, fees and charges associated with these products. Okay, so next is to develop and implement financial strategies, which is, once the review is complete, Maybank can actually develop and implement financial strategies that align with the OPR, interest rate cut, and the deferment period. These strategies may include few things like offering interest rate reductions on loans, or even extending payment deadlines for the customers to attract them to basically the client. This might be a good attraction to the clients by offering them extended payment deadlines and restructured loan payments, so that the commitment will be loosened, right? As this will help to elevate the financial burden on these customers and demonstrate the bank's empathy and showing them a support during these challenging times. And I think the other one would be the launching on the new financial product. This is basically like adding more products into their, I would say, product line. Maybe like considering launching new financial product that cater to the changing needs of his customers. Yeah, other than the current one that they have already got in the line, right? And the last point for this COVID-19 movement control order and its impact is actually to communicate changes to customers and stakeholders. Once the financial strategies are implemented, basically as what I have mentioned just now, Maybank should basically communicate these changes effectively to its customers as well as stakeholders, so that everybody is aware on what is the changes that they all have in the planning or even have been implemented. This can be done through various channels such as emails, social media, and all the website updates as well as the branch notifications. So this will make a clear, transparent communication, which actually will help customers understand better on the benefits and any associated terms and conditions. Alright. Okay, so moving on, then the next issues are actually to manage the conflicts and how they manage their conflicts, basically. So this we can actually address by these issues can be overcome by having a fair compensation, which is this basically for their the staff. Okay, they review and adjust wages as well as bonuses to ensure they are competitive and equitable across the organization. Okay, so this will help address employee dissatisfaction and promote a sense of fairness. This because when it comes to benefits, everybody shall get fair benefits to based on their work performance. So by having a fair compensation, this will overcome the conflicts on the managing aspects. And then next will be the addressing favoritism. Addressing favoritism basically is we can avoid by implementing a transparent performance evaluation that encourage a merit-based promotion and recognize the contributions of all employees. This actually will help to reduce the perception of favoritism and foster more inclusive work environment. Okay. And then next is improving contract staff treatment. That's what we agreed as well, which this can actually ensure the contract staff receive the same benefit, support, and opportunities for growth as full-time employees. The next point will be the diverse workforce management. How we would like to ensure that these issues overcome is by developing and implement the diversity and inclusion policy that promotes understanding, respect, and collaboration among employees with different backgrounds. This is very important because it helps create a positive work culture that embraces and leverages the strengths of a diverse workforce. So yes, that's about the managing conflicts issues and how we discuss on the points that can actually overcome this issue. And the last point is about the market competition and foreign exchange rates. Okay, how the recommendation that we would like to propose here is by having a strong branding and unique selling proposition. This is a very good point of view because by investing in market research, this can actually help to understand customer needs and preferences better. It actually develops a unique and compelling brand identity that resonates with your target audience and create a strong USP that differentiates your organization from the other competitors. And last but not least is the foreign exchange risk management. About this is very like Maybank should understand this better because this is what they work for. And then I mean sorry, I mean that by diversifying your investment and revenue streams to mitigate the impact of foreign exchange fluctuations. By These can be done by considering hedging strategies such as forward contracts or options to manage currency risk effectively. So I believe that I have spelled out all the I would say recommendations that we have already discussed in our team, and hopefully that this may satisfy the group's assignments that have been dedicated to us for this subject. Thank you.